Good morning, everyone. Today I'm back with Ginger over at Ginger's Corner, and we're making scraps to embellishments. And today's embellishment is Mellow Yellow. Use Mellow to create an embellishment with at least 2 layers. And here's, I'm gonna use this for everything. I should cut this off because I'm always using it. But here's the embellishment I'm gonna make. It's bees, the honeycomb, and then I also punched some little daisy type flowers and put some sequins in them. And I think they are so cute, and I just think that would be so cute on a page. I love it. Okay, so I'm gonna move my fancy paper, and the die cut is from Momenta. It's got the 2 different dies, and I got it at Tuesday morning for $6.99. Back in the day, I wish it had the date on it because I would like to know when was the last time I went shopping at Tuesday morning. Sad day. If you haven't been here for a while, it's like if I bring up Tuesday morning, I just want to cry. Okay, so anyhow, I used 2 different. This was actually a scrap. This I had to go get. I don't have too many yellows in my scraps, so I did have to go get some. And so I like this color yellow the best, so that's the one I went with. And then this one's real pale, and I wanted to have a little difference in color. And then I'm actually going to ink both of them so that this looks a little more like honey. And so I'm using tea dye, and it's a distress ink. Okay. And we finally got warm weather here in Indiana. And you know, it went from cold to one nice day, and now it's really humid. We had a big storm that kind of went through. We actually were at our church at the time that it went off doing a Bible study. Or when it went off, when the storm hit. And you could see that on our way into our addition that there was some branches in the road and stuff. So I couldn't tell how windy it was because, you know, we're in a big brick building. But the rain, I mean, you could really hear the rain coming down. Okay, so I like that. The tea dye gives it a nice color, which kind of looks like honey to me. So I like that. And so that's really pretty much all I'm going to do to that. And then I actually have wild honey that I'm going to ink my, I was going to say butterflies, because, you know, I'm not shy about using butterflies. So I love bees too. And so anyway, I'm using the, oh, I've got a little piece that did not leave the die cut. Okay, there we go. I don't even know where I was at. Okay, so I'm just using this, and it was called Wild Honey, right? Yep, Wild Honey. So I thought, oh, that's perfect color to use for the bees. And I'm just kind of blotting it around because I don't want them like so colored that you don't see all the colors, because, you know, everything in nature is kind of unique, and, you know, and so to see all the colors, I think this works, you know, good. So I was telling you about the storm. So we got home, we, you know, there was a few branches in the street and stuff. And then my husband, one of my husband's friends that he used to work with, he sent him a text, and he's like, yeah, we had like this, like, you know, a little storm come through. And I know whatever came through seemed like it just went through super fast. And he goes, yeah, he goes, my neighbor lost a roof. I don't know where it could be. And then he showed it laying in his yard. So that's, I mean, sometimes you just don't know what's gonna come through. Okay, so now I wanted the bees to be, you know, have some black in there. And so I needed to cut a piece. And so I cut one piece. I just traced this. And, you know, it's like I might have to trim it up just a little bit. And then once I did one, I'm going to kind of curve this just slightly. And take a little bit off this little edge over here. And then I just, once I traced one, well, I kept tracing them, and it's like, why am I doing that? I could just trace one and then trace it over here. And I'm just using a pencil because on the black, the pencil kind of shows up. Well, now if I can just hold on to it for a minute. Okay, I think that's good enough. So I'm just going to cut another one, and I probably want to cut inside my pencil line since I'm tracing one that might have been already traced, so it might be a little too big, and that's how come I was having trouble making it fit. So once I realized it's kind of like a leaf shape, it was pretty easy to cut. Then it's like I'm just kind of thinking, cut one side, cut the other side, and you're done. And I'm going to cut that little tip off. Okay. So now I have 3. And then there's actually 4 of the little bees. And so what I decided to do was actually punch a heart with, was it this punch? Nope, that one's too big. Oh, this one here. It's just a little punch from maybe Hobby Lobby. It doesn't say. But otherwise it was Joann's. It's just a little tiny punch, which I just love those. As long as they got a good lever on them, then I like that. Okay, but it's still too small to hold, so I'm holding it with my tweezers, and I'm just cutting it in half. And I have to say, it does not fill up that whole part, but I mean, I swear when you're looking at it, you don't even notice. So, and it was easier than trying to trace that and cut that shape. So I like this. And if I would have had a heart just the right size, I would have used it for the bigger bees. So now I'm just going to actually, where's my glue? Okay, here in front of me. Okay, so I'm going to just do all the one size first. I can come in a little bit. You know, I can't come in too much, otherwise I just get right out of screen, because that's the kind of girl I am. Just can't seem to stay in the screen. Okay, maybe I can do 2 at once. Okay, where's my stick here? I love this thing. I don't remember who told me that was a good, the wax pencil was good, but I really like it. I like it better than the other ones that I've tried, because I just had such a time with them. Now these ones almost fill up that hole. I think those were the 2 fat sides of the heart. This one I don't have glue on it yet. So I must have the 2 smaller pieces left. I mean, I shoot for perfection, but you know, it's handmade. It's just probably no perfection in it. Okay. Because I can see this one's crooked. And I'm going to try to slide it over a little bit. Maybe. Oh, and or otherwise I'll just take it right off. Oh, I can hear thunder. Yeah, I forgot it was supposed to rain again. Okay, and now this other side. Okay, that's good. Okay, and now for my other pieces. And I just kind of, I did glue the bottom a little, but otherwise I just kind of glued across the strips, or you know, the stripes of the bee body. And I am shooting for the middle because I don't want to see it on the edges. When I thought about making these, because I thought, what do I have that I can do yellow? And I did have little giraffes, they were cute, but I thought, I went and looked in my, I've got one shoebox where I started putting my dies, and then I started the little books, but oops, I'll have to see if that's sticking out. I might have to pull it off a little. Yeah, it feels like I'm glued. Oh, I was. Okay. And then I seen these bees. I thought they would be really cute. And then I just kept, I thought, you know, I've got the two pieces here. I thought, but it seems like they should have little flowers. So then I went and got my little flower punch. And I just kept seeing like a little flower. Oh, and I can see like a little bit of this black here. So I'm gonna attempt to cut that off. Okay. And you know, it's like black is another one I have lots of scraps of too. I think the glue kind of took off a little bit of the color. I wonder why. I wonder if it's because it's an oxide. I know they both work differently, but I'm just not sure which is which. Okay, what did I do with my white paper? Huh. Did I not bring it out here? Okay, I think I didn't. I'll be right back. Okay, I have to tell you, this one here, I don't know who makes this one. Oh, EK Success. That one's pretty hard to punch when you got thicker white paper. I mean, I don't think my paper's too thick, but I might have to have the MC do that. It was tough. Okay, so I'm just kind of laid this how I thought it would go, and then figured out where I would need to put the daisies. I'm gonna call them daisies, but they really look like a smaller flower. And then over here, I'm gonna do here and here. I think that's the spots I wanted. Okay. And then, where's my little sequins? Okay. And then I have these little sequins that I'm gonna put in the middle. I think I'll start down here because they should be dry. And they're kind of I'm gonna say they're kind of almost a honey brown, or, yeah, really like a honey brown. Or a caramel color, really pretty. Oops, I got ahead of myself. Crash, bang, boom. Yesterday when I was filming, my husband left and shut the door right, and the door slammed right as I started to film. It's like bang. Okay, so I think I'm gonna, let's see, I glued them on and then I drew the faces and stuff on it. Do I want to do it ahead or just, maybe I'll go ahead and glue them like I did before, because that way it kind of makes them a little stronger, I think. So I'm gonna have them like that. So I kind of found the places where the glue needed to be. Okay, that should be on there. And then I need some under here someplace. So it's like strategic gluing. And then right here again. I think right on there. Yep, that works. Okay. And then, you know, as you find places that need it, then I just need it, you know, glued more. Like a little here. And that should do it. Okay, so I have all that done. I think I have all the gluing done. Okay, and then I've got these I got at, well, it's Paper Studio, so you know I got a Hobby Lobby. And this is a 0.5, so it's a little bigger than the one I like to just like write on my pages with. You know, on the rare occasion that I do that. Okay, and so I just kind of made like a little circle and then kind of drug it down. I'm going to try to get really close for this, and then if I don't remember to scan back out, holler at me. Made a bigger line. Okay. It's easier when you're not watching. Is that true for anybody else who films or just does a craft? And it's like it's just easier when nobody's watching. And now this one is not sticking really good, but I'll just get it at the end. Okay. Or when I'm done doing all of them. Okay, now I'm just gonna, for the little ones, I'm just pretty much do a dot for the eyes. And then I do like a bigger dot for the eyes. It's so funny because that one, the first one I did, it's like, it took me a minute before it's like, okay, I kind of don't like those eyes. I like this other eye. So, and I thought, or do they need to be like at the sides? But I thought, well, I still want them to be cute, so I want them to be here like it's on a, just like on a face. So they might not be very realistic of a real bee face, but this is what I'm doing. Okay, and then I have the white pen for highlighting, and I did just give like the top part of the bee head a little bit of a highlight wherever I thought if the light was just hitting it, it would be here and here. And then I gave them little dots in the eyes, but I think I only did the bigger bee. So I just gave them a little bit of highlight in their eye, because I always think that brings them to life. And just a little dot does it. A little dab will do ya. Okay, and I am going to glue that little bee because it's bothering me that he's sticking up like that. Am I going to like, am I singing every word, all the words, because it bothers me like that? I don't know why. Okay, so that is it. So I will get these made and then send them to the people in the swap. So our swap starts tomorrow. So if this is your first time and you want to join the swap and you want to make something yellow, just go over to Ginger's Corner. I will have the link down below. And if you want to just watch the videos and see what it's like this time, there is one link that goes to, that goes to all the people that are making YouTube videos. And otherwise there's a link where you can click on them individually. And that's it. I really like them on this paper. I think it looks great. So that's it for today. Have a wonderful and blessed day, and I will see you tomorrow. Bye-bye. Close-ups at the end.